Stephen Beard is the founder and the CEO of BG Wealth Sharing Limited Company, which is a UK-based company. It has different licenses and documents to be fully compliant in different parts of the world, especially in Australia and United States right now, because they want to make one of their headquarters in United States of America. So when I was introduced to BG 7 months ago in December of 2024, I took the route of a passive investor in BG. 30 days later, I had my first one-on-one video conference with Professor Stephan because I had enjoyed the trading component, but I still had certain concepts and unclear questions in my mind. So I got to sit with him for 20 minutes and got all of my questions answered. And I still continued to journey as a passive investor because growing a team was never on my radar or my priority. Not because that I didn't want to do it or I couldn't do it. It was just the timing and the season of my life and what was happening in my personal life. Now, when all of that first quarter settled down in my life and I was here starting April, I wanted to build the team and then never looked back. So I went from level 1 to level 2 in a few weeks. And then on July 3rd, as I started building my teams all over the world, things started to change because I wanted to create an impact in the lives of people all over the world. So I started doing my presentations in different languages. And as I did my different presentations, people started to raise their hands and say, we would love to do BG with you. That was the game changer. And I love the teaching and the education component. And that is what we are doing here to help you learn more about the project, to learn the concept and to understand how can you achieve your financial freedom if you choose to go this route. This is one of the big slides that I would love for you to focus on because BG right now has expanded in over 70 countries and is rapidly expanding and growing. We have a thriving community of over 300,000 members and growing. We definitely need to update those numbers because we have brought in a lot of new investors in our organizations recently. Now, how do we make money? We can increase our revenue. One of the concepts is we want to make money. So we are money driven or money mindset. One is a wealth creation and you want to create assets and long-term success through an investor mindset. And this opportunity helps you accomplish both sides of the equation, the money part and the wealth creation, the asset, the legacy creation part as well. Now, how do you create more revenue as an investor? And I'll give you a little bit more into the sneak peek of the compensation. But let me tell you, what do you really do from a daily concept perspective? You get to trade using a multi-million-dollar AI twice a day. Professor Stephan Beard releases a code that every member gets to use 2 codes a day. Whether you start with 300 USDT or 3,000 USDT or 30,000 USDT, doesn't matter. Excuse me. So you get to copy a code that Professor Stephan releases at a particular moment. You have 10 minutes to copy the code and paste it and confirm a button in your own exchange account. And then sit back and relax and let the AI do the work. And your money goes to make more money for you. And it compounds daily at 1.3% every day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. That's all we do as an investor. And I can just stop here if you wanted me to. But I have so much more to share that I'm going to keep going. I'm going to show you how can you be a passive investor, but if you choose to refer and build a very small team of 5 people, and then it can be duplicated and replicated if you follow the system and the rules that are there, that 300,000 and more people are following and achieving their financial freedom, you can be one of those people. So what else can we do? Well, if we choose to refer and bring our family or friends or colleagues or partners into the BG community, you can get bonus signals and referral rewards that are one time only. But when you do rank advancements, when you qualify as what we call a leader in the BG community, you qualify for dividend payouts 3 times a month. And in some parts of the world, that is more salary that some people are earning in their entire year. It's game changing for a lot of people, including me, because this month I am going to achieve my financial freedom number as well. Now let's talk about compliance and fund safety. Now DSG Exchange and BG Wealth Sharing are 2 separate companies, and we are the third component in this win-win-win scenario. And I'm going to stop my screen share here. I'm going to share another screen so that you can understand what I'm really talking about here. So give me just a second. I want to make sure that I have the right screen in front of me, because that's going to blow your mind, because I love this part. Okay, so I'm going to move this here, and I hope everybody is able to see what I have in front of me, because I really want to stress on the win-win-win scenario and a collaborative model that is brilliantly put together by Professor Stephen Beard of the BG company, so that you and I get to participate in a hedge fund and make good money. Now, what is that? Now, BG Wealth Sharing Limited is a company which is a hedge fund that has multi-million dollars of asset management under them. They have a 10-year contract, a collaborative contract with DSG Exchange, which is a centralized crypto exchange. Again, they both they originated from UK, but they have licenses and compliant documents from all over the world. So these 2 companies agreed to do a 10-year collaboration. And what was the collaboration about? Now, DSG Exchange is up and coming new crypto exchange. What does an exchange want? They want new users, they want customers, they want KYC'd verified clients who can come to the exchange and do the trading. And in the process of trading, the transactional volume creates money for the exchange. And through the fees, whether they are transaction fees or withdrawal fees, the exchange will make money. So what does the exchange want? Exchange wants more clients. They want more trading volume. Now, Professor Stephan, who is the owner of the BG Wealth Sharing Company, he agreed to partner with the exchange and said, I will exclusively work with DSG Exchange, and I will bring my community over to DSG Exchange to do the trading. But I want certain things in place so that I can do fund guarantee of my investors, whether they start with 300, 3,000, 30,000, or 300,000, doesn't matter. Whatever their trade account is, I want to create a fund guarantee and the safety of their funds. And on top of it, I would love to use your multi-million-dollar trade AI trading bots and 200 plus analysts so that we can partner with you guys and my investors can have profits on every trade that we do. They both agreed. And here comes the third component. And what is the third component? The third component is us, the investors. The BG Wealth investors are the third component in this win-win-win scenario. Why? Because we get to participate and do the trading through an AI-based model where it is 99.6% precision accuracy, that when we go and do a forecasting for the futures options trading, we are going to determine and forecast that the Bitcoin price is going to go up or down, And if we are accurate in our analysis, we double our investment, we come out, we make money, and then it's a win-win-win for three parties. Now, as investors, we have our own exchange account on DSG Exchange that you have to create using a referral link only. If you go straight to DSG Exchange and you create your own account and there is no referral link attached, then the DSG Exchange will not honor you as a BG member. And because you're not going through a referral link, you do not get to participate as a BG member and have guarantee of your fund safety and usage of the AI codes, or guarantee on every trade that it will be a profit. So I highly, highly recommend that the person who invited you, if they are a BG member, or you are collectively as a community looking at BG and you're here as a group to get started, I highly recommend that go back and talk to the person who invited you and say, I'm ready, let's get started. Where is your referral link? That is how you will get started. Now you have your own exchange account that you will be doing your own copy trading, confirming, making money. Why? Because it is legal and compliant. Nobody can touch your money in the trade account. Not even BG, not even DSG Exchange. You as an adult have to do the trading on your own. Now, what do? It takes about 60 seconds to copy, paste, and confirm. And then you kick back and relax for 10 minutes because that code has a 10-minute timer for you to copy, paste, and confirm. And then after 10 minutes, when the code expires, the AI takes 1% volume of everybody's assets and will go and do a trade on the exchange. Within 60 seconds, they will come out and you will know whether it was profit or whether it was loss. Because the BG company is guaranteeing the accuracy of your trading, the AI code, by 99.6%, you still have to wait and verify that the trade was successful, and there is still a possibility that 0.4% it could fail and you could lose your money. In case of a failed signal, Professor Stefan will release a recovery code, which you have to input and execute and confirm in order to recover the loss, which is your principal amount, and on top of it, make profit. So don't walk away. Make sure that you confirm that the trade was accurate and profitable. And I will share with you my own account and walk you through what it looks like. So stick with me. This is the meat and potato and the biggest component, win-win-win scenario. Why? Because the exchange is compliant and legal. The exchange has the Australian Securities and Investment Commission license. DSG Exchange also has the Monetary Authority of Singapore license. It also has the Dubai Financial Services Authority license, the Bahamas Central Bank's license, US Securities and Exchange Commission license, and the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network registration as well. Why is this important? Because you need to be confident as an investor, because DSG Exchange is now licensed and US SEC has given the permission for the exchange to go and do unlimited amount of investment with accredited investors in the United States. That's why this confidence is very, very important for you to have as you go and share this opportunity with your loved ones, or as you take a deeper dive and understand what are the compliant documents that you need to go to the government websites and download yourself. One of the frequently asked questions that I do get from some people who don't know how to do their due diligence, they will say, well, ChatGPT says X, Y, and Z, and ChatGPT says A, B, and C. Well, ChatGPT is artificial intelligence, is not human intelligence, and is not allowed or permitted to crawl into the government secure websites to download documents like these. You have to do it yourself. And you must learn which websites that you can go and look into for DSG Exchange compliance documents, and which government websites you need to look into for BG wealth sharing documents, because they both are compliant and legal, given the permission to operate in different countries by the authorities of those countries. ChatGPT is not allowed to do that. Neither is Google bots. They are only allowed to crawl into websites that are open public forums where any Tom, Dick, and Harry can put anything that they feel like just because they're not feeling good about something. So when you really want to do your due diligence, go the right way. So here are two documents. One of them is actually talks about what this 10-year agreement is about. Now, if I will zoom in, I want to see if I can show you what this document looks like. BG Wealth Sharing Company, Australian company, license is here and clearly states that there is 10-year agreement. The trading signals are going to be given 2 codes per day. There is a 5-stage recovery system attached to it in case of a failure. And it clearly says on point 4 that if the BG member, their fund safety is there, and if DST exchange ever gets hacked, or the investors like you and me, we get a loss or we lose our assets, BG Wealth Sharing Company will help us recover that, because they have a 30 million pound escrow account where they will tap into and put the money into our accounts. Now you have to understand, it has to be done only if we follow Professor Stephan Beard's trading signals. If we go into the exchange and just because we have, day trading experience, or we think we know what we are doing, and there is a loss of the funds, they are not going to be compensated because we chose to take action on our own. This is only for the BG members, and if we follow the trade signals issued by Professor Stephan. Now, DST Exchange, an agreement says that we will allow our agency declaration, which is BG is our agent, like a brokerage company. We will share our technology and data and support the trading data analysis with BG Professor Stephan Beard. Now, on August 1st, a few days ago, BG and DST Exchange celebrated their 3rd anniversary doing business together. And you also know that this is a 10-year agreement, but in April of 2025, they also renewed this license, and we have till August 19, 2034, this agreement in place. Now, when people say, will this last for 45 days or 60 days? In some countries, they're like, oh, this is not possible. They'll just be gone. It'll be a rug pull. It'll be a wrap, blah, whatever they want to talk about. This is an agreement for 10 years. And BG actually wants to come here and create their international headquarters in the United States, in the state of Colorado. They also put in $70 million shares investment in the economy to prove to the government, IRS, and the state of Colorado that we are coming here to do business. And DST Exchange told the US SEC that our annual revenue is over 100 million. And that's how we can establish ourselves to go and get accredited investors to invest and offer diversification for their portfolios. That's a huge thing. And people who don't understand that, I highly encourage you to understand what Form D means on SEC's website, and what does that really allows the issuer, DST Exchange, to offer for our investor group. Now, here is, I'm going to share the compliant and legal. This is the certificate and the document from the Australian Securities and Investment Commission. And here is the US Securities and Exchange Commission license. Now, the person who invited you here, they have a company issued PDF, which is about 32, 33 pages long. I highly recommend that if you don't have that PDF, I would encourage you to please go back to the person who invited you and ask them that, please, may I please have the PDF so that I can do my own due diligence and read and understand what this really means for me to participate, whether I want to as a passive investor, or do I really want to bring my team and take it to the next level. Now, from a referral standpoint, as an investor, this is where things go really big for us, because if you refer 5 people into BG and you decide to build a team, what can that do? 5 people will allow you to become a level 1 rank leader. We call that LV1 junior spokesperson, person who has direct reports of 5 people. And I recently started to change the word downline to grow line, because BG's philosophy is being and growth. So when you grow with the 5 people who then want to grow with their individual 5 people, then your downline are your partners and they're growing with you just like how you are growing with BG. So we are now changing the term downline to grow line, and I'm very happy to report that this is an amazing project. Why? Because it is people-centered and service-driven. If you are people-centered, results-oriented, service-driven personality, this is a good project for you. Even if you have never done crypto before, it's not rocket science. You just have to bring your personality in so that you can bring the right people with you as you grow, because those 5 people are your core team. Now, when you qualify as a level 1 junior spokesperson, you get a one-time level up reward of 100 USDT. But you also qualify to earn bonus cycles or dividend payouts 3 times a month. Every 9th, 19th, and 29th of the month, there are dividend payouts. And if you are level 1, you qualify for a minimum $30 per payout, which is equivalent to 90 USDT minimum every month. Now, if the if 0.5% of your trade volume of your team is more than $30, then you get more amount. Otherwise, you get the flat. Now, when you are level 2 leader, meaning you have 2 direct LV1s under you and a team of 25 in your grow line, you can then qualify for a 300 USDT one-time rank advancement reward. And then you also qualify for 3 times a month dividend payouts equal to 450 USDT per month. If you're a level 3, you need 3 directs who are going to be level 1 leaders. Level 1 means they have 5 people, qualified members in their grow line, and then they are actually able to grow to the next level. Now, as level 3 leaders, you get one-time 800 USDT reward, and you qualify for a minimum 1,500 dividend payout per month. Level 4 means you have 4 directs to you who are level 1 leaders and a team of 500 members, and you can then get a one-time reward of rank advancement to 2,000 USDT, and you qualify then for minimum 3,600 USDT dividend payouts every month. If you do the rank advancements, one-time rewards right here in the last column, they are a total of 45,000 and more one-time rank rewards for you to earn. That's not a little change here. That's a big chunk. And as you qualify, level 5 can allow you to earn 7,200 per month dividend payout. Level 6 is 15,000 per month dividend payout, and level 7 is 30,000 per month dividend payout and a one-time reward of 25,000 USDT. So for those of you, like Gina mentioned, on July 31st, I achieved and was verified and announced a level 6 leader with 6 of my directs who are level 1 and above, and a team of over 2,000. And I could not have done that without my teams all over the world. So my success is not my success, it's your success. because together we decided to create something very positive and exclusive to our organization, where we are doing proper training, proper presentations, and educating our prospects and partners to come and grow and create their financial freedom with BG. I did my due diligence before I started. And then I kept doing my due diligence for 90 days. And once I had my experience and my growth, that's where the game changed. And I'm very, very honored and extremely blessed with amazing leaders who are coming to be a part of our teams and BG family from all over the world. And that is the beauty about building what BG can do for you with the DSG Exchange. And I just want to make sure the 5 advantages that you can actually learn and what makes BG BG and why there is nothing like BG out there in the crypto world or in investment world. Why? Because to operate as a whale or to participate in a hedge fund company, you have to be an accredited investor. What does that mean? Accredited investor is when you're earning 200,000 or more income per year and you're paying taxes to the government on top of that. Or your net worth is 1 million or more, not including your residential space. I don't fit into that. And most of the people who are in BG don't fit into that when they start their journey. So BG allows people like retail investors, people like you and me, who can start with 200, 300, 400, 5,000, a little bit of whatever is allowed and your budget affords, you can participate and be a part of BG, which is a whale, and goes and does the trading 7 times a day on the platform and makes good money. So what are the 5 advantages? Let me just repeat them. 99.6% accurate signals. You can create a long-term stable income with the world's unique AI trading data, combined with signal accuracy of 99.6%, guaranteeing a 60% or more profit on every trade. Pretty amazing. And I will do my best if I get a code to do a live demo today, so don't go. Let's see if I can get a code from Professor Stefan. Compliant and legal DSG Exchange. Yes, DSG Exchange holds licenses and business certifications in more than 30 countries and regions all around the world, including ASIC, Monetary Authority of Singapore MAS license, Dubai Financial Services Authority license, the Bahama Central license, US Securities and Exchange Commission license. Guaranteed fund safety and profit. A lot of times people have had a bad experience in the past, whether they lost their investments or they were a part of a company that was a rug pull, or they got scammed, or just lost stuff, or they just didn't like the company or the management or whatever. We've all been there, done that, and have had a bad experience. The guarantee is not coming from me. It's not coming from my co-host partners. It's not coming from any BG member. It's not coming from the person who is inviting you today to be here. It's coming from BG company. They have a 30 million pound escrow account ensuring the safety of all members' funds. This is coming from Professor Stefan Beard. Long-term project partnership, another great advantage. It's not going to be a few months or a year or so, something like that. This is going to be a long-term project, and I would love for you to really understand 2 things: win-win-win model and the fact that we are compliant and legal, and you have to go do that yourself. Don't depend upon chatbots and ChatGPT. This is your money, not ChatGPT's money. So I highly encourage you to learn how to do your due diligence. Stability meets opportunity. That's what I really like. Why? Because you can actually grow your own trade account and have stable income coming through that channel. And future income can be diversified because not only you profit in your trade account through stable trading through AI, you can also form a team and obtain additional income, rewards, dividend payouts, and bonus signals. And if you are a committed leader and you want to grow your business, the company will also, based upon your performance, they will also help you and support you in the marketing endeavors and in your business building endeavors. It's not that every member qualifies for that. You have to perform in order to get the benefits that are additional on top of your fixed trading signals. That is what this is about. So I hope I was able to give you a sneak peek of what BG Wealth Sharing is all about.